My precious one, beloved of my heart, engraved upon the palm of my hand, I have watched the silent nights when grief sat beside you like a shadow. I have seen the weight that pressed upon your chest, the tears that soaked your pillow when no one else noticed. And yet, I say to you with the authority of heaven, the sorrow that once flowed like a river shall soon be overtaken by streams of joy uncontainable. The heavens are shifting above you, and I, the Lord your Redeemer, draw near, not as a distant watcher, but as your refuge and your portion forever. I am not afar off. I surround you with my presence more completely than the air fills your lungs. My spirit wraps around your heart, pouring into you a courage that cannot collapse under pressure. Even now, I am sowing divine strength into your soul, strength that no trial can uproot. My love for you is not fleeting, not conditional. It is eternal, unshakable, forged in the fires of my faithfulness. I pour out upon you treasures you did not seek, gifts you did not expect, peace beyond understanding, restoration that rebuilds ruins, joy that dances in the morning light after a long night of weeping. Open your arms to receive what I am giving you. Not with hesitation, not with fear of disappointment, but with the boldness of one who knows their Father is faithful. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and I do not lie. What I promise, I fulfill. My word is not empty. It nourishes your soul like bread for the starving, water for the thirsty. It cleanses, heals, and restores. Let it enter the deep places of your heart, the places you keep hidden, and watch how life springs forth like green shoots after the rain. You will not remain as you have been. I am doing something within you that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, nor has it entered into the heart of man. You are being shaped not by circumstance, but by my sovereign hand. Every shaking around you is making room for something greater. My spirit is lifting burdens that have long been yours to carry, setting you free from old weights and hidden chains. The voices of shame, fear, and regret are being silenced by my truth. You will not be held captive by memories of failure or the wounds of betrayal. What once broke you will no longer define you. The enemy who once had a foothold now finds nothing to grasp. You are being sanctified by my presence. I am closer than your next breath. I am with you in the silence, in the waiting, in the places where it feels like nothing is changing. But hear me, I am moving. I am working. I am weaving together the pieces of your story into something beautiful, something holy. Be still in my presence. Let the noise of the world fall away. Let your soul drink deeply of my nearness. For I am not just visiting, I am dwelling within you. My spirit has made its home in your heart. This is the season of divine reversal. The pain you endured will birth a testimony that carries my glory. Every lie that once clouded your mind is being replaced by truth written in the blood of my Son. The voices that once told you you were not enough are being drowned out by my declaration, you are chosen. You are mine. I have formed you in the secret place and called you by name before you breathed your first breath. No sin, no shame, no shadow can erase my design for your life. You are being remade, not improved, but made new. Turn away from every chain that seeks to pull you back. The cycle ends here. I am severing the roots of bitterness, the grip of anger, the subtle poison of unforgiveness. I am removing every weight not planted by me. You will rise, lighter, freer, whole. Do not cling to what I have called you out of. Let it go. Release the old language of defeat. You are not who you were. You are being refined like gold, purified in the fire of my love. Walk forward now, step by step, into the light that I have appointed for your journey. I am placing before you open doors no man can shut. And those I have assigned to walk with you will recognize the glory on your life, for they too have been prepared to uphold and encourage, not to drain or diminish. The days of isolation are drawing to a close. I am surrounding you with divine connections, those who see you through my eyes, who speak life, who walk in truth. Let my love wash over every wound like oil and wine. Let my truth be the banner that flies over your life. When you pass the mirror, speak aloud the words of life. I am loved. I am seen. I am not forsaken. Speak it not as a wish, but as a declaration, because it is already written in the heavens. My spirit bears witness with your spirit that you are my child. And where my spirit is, there is freedom. There is clarity. There is light that no darkness can overcome. You are of inestimable value to me. The plans I have set before you are woven with eternal beauty and divine wisdom. Even now, I am stirring the dormant places in your soul, awakening dreams long buried. I am pouring new vision into your mind and setting your feet upon solid ground. Each new dawn will carry purpose. The heaviness that once greeted your mornings is being replaced by strength that flows from my presence. You will create from my spirit, speak from my fire, and move in rhythms of grace. And when you lift your voice in prayer, know that I am already listening. Even before a word is on your tongue, I know it fully. I delight to respond, to lead, to strengthen you with might in your inner man. I will make you a carrier of my presence, a light that cannot be hidden. First within your home, yes, but also beyond, to the places I will send you in time. My anointing will rest upon you, not for your glory, but for mine. And through you, many will see and know that I am the Lord who heals, who redeems, who restores the years the locust has eaten. This movement has already begun. Even now, I am breathing life into the places that felt long dead. And though you have only felt the stirrings of it, there is so much more ahead. The story is still unfolding. The fire has only begun to burn. Step fully into the divine calling that has been placed upon your life, not with hesitation, not with divided intentions, but with the entirety of your heart, soul, and strength. Take hold of the holy fire I have placed within you, a fire not born of this world and never subject to its extinguishing winds. This flame is mine, eternal and pure, and I have placed it in your spirit to burn with purpose. Let me not be a passing thought in your day, nor a name whispered only in moments of need, but let me become the very rhythm of your being, the heartbeat behind every breath, the foundation beneath every step. Seek me in the stillness of morning, before the noise of the world rises like a tide. Meet me in the secret place, where my voice is not drowned out by distraction but heard in every line of scripture, in every breath of prayer, in every flicker of your longing heart. Come with reverence, and come with expectation. My presence is not far off. It surrounds you now, waiting to be acknowledged, waiting to embrace you with a peace this world cannot offer. The ground you stand on becomes holy when you recognize me in it. Every second spent with me becomes eternal. It is never wasted, never forgotten. It is planted like a seed in the soil of your life and will bear fruit in ways beyond your understanding. Offer me the fullness of your love, not the fragments that remain after the world has taken its share. Pour yourself out completely, your thoughts, your emotions, your desires, your dreams. Lay them at my feet. Surrender what burdens you, the fears that knot your chest, the lies that whisper of failure, the heaviness that clings to your spirit. I am your hiding place in a world that grows darker by the hour. When confusion surrounds you like a storm, I am your anchor. When love grows cold and hearts turn to stone, my light does not flicker or fade. Beneath the shelter of my wings, the winds may howl, but they will not shatter you. Fires may rise, but they will not consume you. The chill of despair will not freeze your purpose. My spirit rekindles what has died inside you, breathing new life into every place that once felt forgotten. Stay vigilant over your heart, for it is the wellspring of your life. Guard it from bitterness, from envy, from the slow poison of compromise. Turn away from the proud, those who boast of gain without sacrifice, who promise joy without holiness, who twist my truth to fit their ambitions. Their path ends in ruin, though it may glitter for a time. The way of life is found in the sowing, in the quiet acts of mercy that echo into heaven. Feed the hungry not just with bread, but with compassion. Quench thirst with kindness, heal the hurting with presence, not just words. Let love begin in your own home. Let gentleness be your language, humility your tone. I will provide what you need. Your table will not be empty. Your work will not rot. Your plans will not wither. If you live according to my word, you will see fruit in every season. You were never meant to chase blessings like one desperate for scraps. They will chase you, follow you, overflow upon you as you walk in the path of truth. You do not need to manipulate or deceive to find favor. I am your Father, and I give generously, freely, with joy. You were not created to blend into a culture that has lost its way. You were made to stand apart, to shine like a beacon in the night. Walk with integrity. Do not join those who mock righteousness or laugh at purity. I must be your greatest treasure, not one of many, not a backup plan or an afterthought, but your everything. Offer me your faith not as a duty, but as an act of love. Lay before me your trust, your endurance, your honesty, your bravery, your deepest truth. I invite you to trust me in a deeper way. What you've seen of my goodness is only the beginning. There is more, far more. I will open the storehouses of heaven over your life, not because of your strength, but because of your surrender. You are blessed not because all is perfect around you, but because I walk beside you. Every dawn you rise into will be saturated with my love. My grace will ride the wind that touches your face. In silence, I will place courage into your bones. In pain, I will plant strength into your soul. I will not leave you. You are not alone. With me, you are immovable. No mountain will tower too high. No enemy will roar too loudly. You will rise above what once held you down. You will defeat what once defeated you, not only in the visible world, but in the unseen realm where true war is waged and true victory is won. Do not tremble at the days ahead, for they are already known to me. I have written your future, and I have sealed it with my eternal word. That word is alive, it is sharper than the sword, deeper than the ocean, and it speaks life into your soul. You are not called to survive each day, dragging yourself from hour to hour. You are called to overcome, to walk in triumph, to carry joy even in sorrow, to walk in light even through shadows. Every gift you carry, every spark of joy, every ounce of strength, it is all rooted in me. I go before you and clear the path. I refresh you with mercies new each morning. The hollowness that once echoed through your soul will be filled with divine purpose. I will replace your ache with meaning, your weariness with fire. No longer will your tears fall into darkness unnoticed. I will gather every one of them, and my hand will comfort you. My spirit will restore every broken place. Do not turn back to the prison I shattered. Do not reopen wounds that I have closed with my healing touch. You are not defined by what once held you. You are not who you were. I have breathed new breath into your lungs, placed a sacred fire in your chest, and filled your heart with a song only heaven can write. Stay in the light. Remain in the truth. Let your hope stand firm like a lighthouse in the night. Do not allow the voices of your past to steal what I have promised you. The nights of despair are over. I am the keeper of your soul, and I will not let go. My love is eternal, unwavering, and unshakable. Let it be the banner over your life. Lift your gaze higher. Look not with the eyes of fear, but with the eyes of faith. I am moving even now, in places you cannot see, in moments you have not yet lived. Listen closely. Tune your spirit to my whisper. It is gentle, yet it commands stars into being. I am as near as your next breath. I am forming your steps, fortifying your courage, preparing you to rise again and again. Each morning I will fill you with quiet strength, joy unshaken, laughter that flows from peace. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are the craftsmanship of the living God, the very image of my heart, the reflection of my love. I have imprinted my presence on your soul. You carry my signature within you, eternal, radiant, unbreakable. Your journey has not been missed by me. I have seen every moment, every silent ache, every hidden cry. Not a single heartbeat has passed outside my care. Nothing behind you has the power to define you anymore, not failure, not shame, not sorrow. You belong to me. I have chosen you from before the foundation of the world. My seal is upon your life. Heaven knows your name. You are not just called, you are beloved, an heir of my kingdom, a vessel of my promises, a bearer of my glory. You carry my authority, and hell trembles at the sight of you. You are surrounded by my favor, protected by my word, empowered by my spirit. With me, you lack nothing. You do not wait for victory, you carry it. Do not shrink back from the flame. It is not sent to destroy you, but to refine you as gold tested in a furnace. The fire is holy. The fire is mine. I do not command you to walk through ease, but through victory born of surrender. When the heat surrounds you and everything within you cries out to flee, know this: I am in the midst of the fire. I stand beside you as I did with the three in Babylon, and the flames that threaten to consume you will only burn away what was never meant to remain. You need not retreat from the conflict ahead, for I have already triumphed over every enemy you will ever face. The cross was not a symbol of defeat, but a declaration of dominion. I have disarmed the powers that sought your destruction and laid them bare beneath my feet. Let my word be your compass and my voice your foundation. Fix your gaze not on what shifts like sand, but on what I have eternally spoken over your life. My promises are not mere poetry. They are decrees sealed by the blood of the Lamb, and they will not return void. I have walked beside you in the silence of your pain, in the seasons when shadows lingered long and your prayers fell like stones into a bottomless sea. Though you did not see me, I never left. When grief gripped your chest and hope dimmed like a wick nearly snuffed out, I was there, upholding your frame, steadying your breath, whispering peace into the chambers of your heart. It was my hand that lifted the weight when you had no strength to rise. It was my spirit that breathed life into your weariness and wrapped you in quiet mercy when the world turned its back. Come to me, not with routine or empty gestures, but with the full force of your longing. Enter the secret place where the noise of this world can no longer reach you, and let your soul be stilled in my presence. If you will seek me with urgency, with the desperation of a soul that knows no other hope, you will find me. Not because you have earned the right, but because I have always longed to be found by you. In the quiet, when no eyes are watching, when your worship flows not from performance but from purity, I will draw near. I will meet you in the stillness. The veil will lift, and you will know that heaven itself leans near when my children cry out in truth. I do not remain distant. I do not stay silent. My voice thunders in the realm of the Spirit, shattering chains, breaking strongholds, and commanding peace where there once was only chaos. I do not wait for perfection, I respond to surrender. I will raise you from the ashes of disappointment and wrap you in garments of praise. I will move with a power that no man can deny and no force can resist. The same hand that carved rivers through the desert is the hand that rests upon your life. There is nothing you have lived that escapes my eyes. Every tear that fell in the solitude of the night, I have gathered. Every unspoken ache, every quiet grief, I have felt as if it were my own. You have never been unseen. You have never been abandoned. When you placed your unknown future into my eternal hands, when you laid your shattered expectations before me without understanding, all of heaven rejoiced. I dispatched my angels to surround you, to walk beside you, to war on your behalf. Not because of your strength, but because of my love. My spirit does not demand effort to carry your burdens. it carries them freely because you are mine. You will not be overcome. You will not be crushed beneath the weight. You will rise again, not by will, but by my strength upholding you. My power lifts those who are bowed low, and I do not withhold my help from those who cling to me. There are many who choose to remain in the grip of unbelief, who mock the voice that could deliver them, who close their ears to the very truth that would make them whole. They turn their hearts from the fountain of living water and wonder why their souls are parched. They reject the invitation to be made new and remain chained by what I would have broken. But to the one who dares to believe, to the trembling soul who opens even a sliver of their heart, I pour out grace like a river. I move quickly to meet the desperate. I do not delay when the cry is sincere. I am already at work, already shifting things in the unseen. You will behold it. Your eyes will see what your spirit already senses. Let your love for me be pure, untouched by performance, unspoiled by fear. Come as you are, but come holy. Let awe rise in you like morning light breaking through the fog. When you feel the draw of my spirit, do not delay. Do not let hesitation steal what I long to give. When your heart stirs at the sound of my name, respond before the moment slips away. Keep hope alive, even if it flickers like a candle in the wind. Guard it, for it is sacred. Speak your faith out loud. Let it be heard. My presence surrounds you now. I am not removed from your struggle. I do not merely observe, I indwell. I remain even when others vanish. I hold steady when the things you trusted in fall apart. I breathe when you have no breath left to offer. I burn within you like an unquenchable flame. I shine in the dark places, and I become your stillness when the world rages around you. I have come to lift you from the dust where shame tried to bury you, to strip from your shoulders the invisible burden that has kept your soul hunched beneath the weight of yesterday. No longer will guilt cling to you like a second skin. I have already washed it in the blood that speaks a better word, and it shall not rise again to accuse you. My covenant with you is sealed, not only for the ages to come, but for this present moment. My goodness is not delayed, it flows now, like a river that has found its course and will not turn back. My peace stretches out before you like a path of light, steady and unwavering, inviting your steps forward. I have rooted you in the soil of my unfailing love, in ground drenched with grace and fed by promises that cannot be broken. Whether skies darken with sorrow or blaze with joy, my covering remains constant. That silent ache of abandonment, the fear that something precious will slip away, I am pulling it out by the root. I am reaching into the core of your being to restore what pain distorted, to mend what betrayal once shattered. My glory surrounds you now, not as a distant echo, but as a living fire that silences every echo of accusation, every haunting voice of your past. What I have prepared is not far off. It draws near, like the dawn that cannot be held back, settling upon you with quiet authority. It comes not with thunder, but with the stillness of morning dew, present, sure, unshakable. Let your spirit open wide. Let thanksgiving rise in you, not as duty, but as a flood. I will speak again. I will walk beside you again. My presence is not a promise for tomorrow, it is a reality for now. I am not distant. I stand beside you with my hand extended, with my joy moving toward you like a gentle wave that refuses to retreat. Let it crash softly against the shores of your heart. Inhale deeply. Let silence become sanctuary. This moment is sacred, not an end, but the threshold of a new beginning. I inscribe my truth upon you, not in fading ink, but in fire, a fire no darkness can extinguish, a fire that will burn until my words have shaped the entirety of your being. This pain shall not be your home. It is not your identity. What cuts deep today will be soothed by the hand that once calmed the storm with a word. Grief shall not define your days. Suffering shall not rule your nights. The sorrow that tried to settle over you like a final sentence will dissolve under the weight of my mercy. You are not forgotten. You are not left to navigate this alone. Remain in the stillness. Let faith flicker if it must, but do not let it die. Even a whisper of belief is enough for me to act. I am working, even when your eyes cannot see the motion. I am moving stones out of your path and tearing down walls that have kept you from joy. My promises do not waver. My plans do not falter. They will unfold with precision and power. I go before you, not as an idea, but as the shepherd who knows every turn of your path. I guard what belongs to me, and you are mine. You will not be cast off. My provision will not run dry. Like the manna that fell fresh each day, so shall my care be renewed over your life. Your table will not be barren. Your soul will not be starved. Peace will guard your home like a watchman through the night, and joy, true, sacred, unshakable joy, will return. That sorrow that clung like a second shadow will break in pieces, chased away by the rising of my light. No longer shall despair be your first thought upon waking. No longer shall resignation cling to your shoulders like a weary garment. I am removing the veil. I am revealing beauty where ashes once lay. You will see with new eyes, eyes touched by eternity, eyes that look beyond fear and behold the future I have prepared, a future radiant with hope, soaked in promise, and born of my everlasting faithfulness. Do not loosen your grip. Keep your hand in mine. Even now, my strength is upholding you. When the impossible rises up like a sea before you, I will not step aside. I will stand between you and the waves. I will carry you when your legs give way. I will defend you when the enemy presses near. I will be the voice in the night when all others fall silent, the comforter when pain presses in, the faithful one who never withdraws. I am your light. I am your rock. I am the whisper that steadies you when confusion circles like a storm. I have not changed. I will not change. I am your everlasting Father, ancient in days, infinite in love, fierce in mercy, and tender beyond your comprehension. I have seen your silent tears. I have felt the throb of wounds that no one else could see. I understand the hesitancy in your trust, the trembling in your belief. Disappointment has echoed too loudly. The voices of defeat have repeated themselves until they etched lies into your thinking. But I tell you now, lay it all down. Let me breathe on what is broken. Let me touch what has been numbed. I do not enter with condemnation. I come with restoration. I step into the garden of your soul, not to trample it, but to bring life where barrenness once ruled. I come not with wrath, but with radiance. I hold a sword, but it is not to strike you. It is to slay every lie that has chained you to a lesser identity. It is to destroy the words that told you you were too far gone, too late, too flawed. They will not stand in my presence. They will be cast into the abyss, and they will not return. You have tasted my mercy before. You have known my rescue, though time has tried to blur the memory. Fear crept in. Weariness pressed you low, and the weight of the unknown robbed you of joy. But now, I speak life into what has grown cold within you. I awaken what you thought had died. The dreams once buried in silence, the visions once left behind in the dust, I call them out again. I fan the flame that once stirred your soul. I reignite the passion that once led you with holy boldness. Do not say your season has passed. I measure not with calendars, but with purpose. My eyes see beyond the clock. I see the beauty that has only deepened in you, not faded. I see the treasure that has not diminished, but ripened through the fire. You have not fallen beyond my reach. Every stumble was followed by my pursuit. Every collapse met by my embrace. Every moment of despair covered by my presence. Not once have I turned away. Not once have I grown weary of lifting you. Again and again, I have come for you. When your strength failed, mine did not. When your faith flickered, my covenant remained unshaken. 1,000 times I raised you, and I will raise you still. Let your very breath be the witness, my love has not let go. I have stored up blessings for you, blessings that do not wear with time, that do not fade with passing seasons, blessings that live beyond the moment and awaken when your soul trembles with need. They are not delayed. They are not withheld. They wait, like the rising sun beyond the night, prepared to meet you in the very hour when hope feels distant and strength is running thin. My presence is not behind locked doors. The gates stand wide, forever open before you. You are not turned away, not cast aside, not marked unworthy. I have not disqualified you. No failure of yours can close the path I have opened. Come to me, not in hesitation or fear, but with the certainty that I receive you wholly, without reservation, without reproach. I heal what man cannot touch. I mend what you have buried so deeply you scarcely remember how it hurt you. And even that unspoken sorrow, the one you dare not voice aloud, has lost its grip this day. I have silenced the torment of its whisper. Guilt no longer holds your name. Shame has no right to cling to you. I have spoken a better word over you. I have washed you with mercy that reaches deeper than regret. My forgiveness has entered the marrow of your being, and no stain remains. You are not condemned. You are not bound to carry the weight of what cannot be undone. The blood of my Son did not fall in vain. It speaks over you now, louder than every accusation, stronger than every memory of failure. Do not trade peace for the pieces of yesterday you cannot repair. Walk with humility, yes, own what must be made right. Ask forgiveness when your heart convicts you. Repay what justice requires. Speak with integrity, act with honor. But if others, still wounded, still unwilling, hold on to bitterness like armor, do not wear their refusal as your burden. You are not bound by their judgment. I have cleansed you. I have called you blameless in my sight. Let those who choose the shadows remain there if they must, but you, beloved child, walk forward into the light that I have lit for your feet. Lay every weight before me. Every sorrow that still echoes in the hidden corners of your emotions, every lie that wrapped around your heart like thorns, convincing you were too broken to be whole again, I see it. I've always seen it. Even when you tried to hide it beneath a smile, even when you pressed forward pretending you were fine. I never turned my gaze away. I am your healer. I am the one who reaches into the grave of your grief and pulls you into joy. I do not restore halfway. I do not touch lightly. I pour oil into the wounds, wine into the brokenness, until the pain gives way to gladness. I am the Lord who redeems without limit, who lifts you from the pit and crowns you with compassion. I silence the accuser. I erase the torment. I put a new song in your mouth, one that carries the sound of freedom. I have never been a distant God, never a fading idea. I am near. I am real. I have walked beside you in the quiet. You have felt me. You have seen what happens when you kneel and open your mouth in my presence. Miracles are not fables, they are the footprints I leave in your life. And in the fiercest storm, when everything shakes and darkness rises like a flood, I remain. I am the shelter that does not fall. I am the refuge that does not crack. You are not alone. You have never been alone. My love surrounds you like an impenetrable wall. Despair will not consume you. It is not your inheritance. Even on the days when your strength is low, when it feels like hope is slipping through your fingers, I hold you steady. Do not look to the opinions of others. Their judgments are dust. Fix your eyes on me. Let my nearness be your anchor. Let my word be the stone beneath your feet. There is no one in heaven or earth who loves you as I do. No one else gave blood to call you mine. No other name can cleanse you, redeem you, or call you from death into life. I have written my name upon you. And what I have blessed, no one can curse. What I have made clean, no hand can soil. Rise. Rise again. This day is not ordinary. This is a divine hour, marked by heaven. Let go of the lies that change your mind. They are powerless now. The shame that once pressed upon your chest, it is gone. I have erased every record of sin, every mark of defeat, every fragment of fear that tried to bury you. My joy is rising in you like light breaking the long night. Take my hand. I did not form you to walk through fire alone. I did not breathe life into you just to watch you break. I am beside you. I am your fortress and your unfailing hope. I will guard you with compassion and clothe you in my truth. You will sleep in peace and awaken in strength. You do not need to cower before the arrows of adversity. They will not reach you. You do not need to dread sickness. It will not touch your home. Though thousands fall around you, you will remain unshaken. You are covered in the blood of the Lamb, hidden in the victory of the cross. Though the enemy roars, his voice will fall powerless. He will find you shielded. He will find you surrounded. You will not be broken. You will not be disgraced. You will not be overtaken. I have stationed my angels concerning you. They do not slumber. They have been commanded to guard you on every side. Because you have placed your trust in me, I have marked you with my seal. My blessing is irrevocable. My promise is unshakable. My word is alive. It breathes fire into dry bones, light into dark valleys. Keep my truth before your eyes. Let it saturate your soul like rain on parched ground. Speak it with joy. Carry it with confidence. Let it rise in you with the dawn. I will reach into the hidden places of your memory and bring healing where you thought there could be no healing. I will unbind the pain that echoed in silence for years. I will set you free from what once defined you. The road has not been without its scars. I know. The pain you have felt was real, and the sorrow you carried was heavy. But my love is deeper than any wound, wider than every ache, stronger than the silence that tried to consume you. I have never been far from you. I am not slow to answer. I do not miss the cries of your heart. My presence has steadied you again and again, like a lighthouse holding firm against the tide. When I call your name, I do it with love that cannot be measured. I remember every moment of your journey. You are not forgotten. Not to me. Never to me. I speak to you not in thunder, not in fury, but in the stillness that calms the storm within you. My words are not a lash upon your soul, but a balm that heals the hidden wounds. My gaze upon you is not distant or cold. It is fierce with love and constant in care. I watch over you with it. I feed your spirit with the bread that does not perish. I water your heart with living streams. Around you, I have set my angels, mighty in power, swift in obedience, unwavering in their purpose. They move at my command to shield you from what you do not see, to push back the darkness before it reaches you. My eyes do not close. My vigilance never weakens. Even when you sleep, I remain alert. Even when your thoughts drift or your heart wavers, I remain unwavering in my devotion to you. No shadow approaches that escapes my notice. No danger threatens that I have not already measured and overruled. And yet, beyond all my protection, beyond my gifts and guidance, I yearn for you to truly know me, not through empty ritual or second-hand voices, not through tradition stripped of truth, but through direct encounter. I desire that you behold my heart without distortion. So many speak in my name yet speak from their own understanding. They project fear where I offer mercy. They bind with shame where I bring freedom. But I have not come to crush or condemn. I have not marked you for suffering as some hidden right. I have come to heal, to redeem, to make whole again what the world tried to shatter. Before you ever whispered a prayer, I had forgiven you. Before you even turned toward me, I had run toward you. I reached into the darkness where you wandered and drew you back by my mercy. I did not wait for your perfection, I pursued you in your brokenness. I did not demand that you climb to me, I descended to where you were. My love found you when you were lost, and it holds you even now when you feel uncertain. I am not a momentary flame that flickers and dies. I am the eternal fire that refines and warms, that never goes out. I know your humanity more intimately than you do. I know the parts of you you try to hide. I see the thoughts you battle, the temptations that press close, the memories that haunt the quiet hours. And yet, nothing in you repels me. Nothing in your past disqualifies you from my love. I do not tally your mistakes like an accuser. I do not wait for you to fall just to prove a point. My heart is not cruel. I do not take pleasure in watching you struggle. I do not test you with traps or burden you to watch you break. Even when the road is hard, my presence has not left you. When the storm rages, I draw nearer. When the tears fall in silence, I am beside you. When your strength runs low, I pour out my own. Come closer to me, not in fear, but in trust. Come honestly, come boldly, come as you are. My response is not rejection, it is embrace. I will not rebuke your weakness, I will fill it with my strength. I will not scorn your longing, I will meet it with my fullness. I will not shame your need, I will answer it with overflowing grace. Each sunrise bears my invitation, begin again with me. Every morning carries my mercies anew. In the stillness, if you listen, you will hear the whisper of my love, soft as the wind, sure as the dawn. You are my beloved. I call you to rise each day not in dread, but in the confidence of my spirit that clothes you like armor, that surrounds you like light. Let kindness be your posture. Let purity be your pursuit. Let all that is good and upright fill your thoughts and direct your path. Though trials will come, my voice remains a steady place of peace. My truth is your refuge, even when the world spins in chaos. Hold fast to what I've declared over your life. My promises are not suggestions, they are foundations. My blessings are not passing, they are planted deep. Speak them aloud until they echo in every corner of your mind. Let your words agree with mine. Let your stance be one of faith. Do not waver. Do not yield to fear. My love cannot be undone. My nearness does not depend on emotion. I am not absent when you feel numb. I am not distant when you feel dry. You are not alone, not for a moment. Every offering of your heart, no matter how small or unseen, is precious to me. Nothing you give to me is wasted. I return it as rivers of blessing, flowing in ways you may not yet understand. Every word of worship, every sigh of surrender, every quiet honoring of me reaches my throne. I receive it. I respond. Even now, my presence is wrapping around you like a mantle, silencing the voices that accuse, settling the storms that churn inside. I breathe peace over your soul. I gather what has been scattered. I heal what has been torn. I restore what the world tried to strip away. And here, right here in this sacred moment, I begin something new in you. This is not simply a continuation of what has been. This is a holy beginning. I am not recycling the past. I am creating something fresh. I call you to walk in purity, to close the door on anything unworthy of my presence. You will no longer host what defile. You will not give room to bitterness or envy or deceit. You will stand as one whose heart is guarded by my word and guided by my spirit. Your future is precious to me. I call you to walk wisely, to be vigilant, to keep yourself from the snares that seek to seduce the soul. Let your home become a sanctuary of truth, a dwelling place of peace. Do not let the poison of the world take root in your household. Speak life into your family. Uproot every seed of division with love. Let your mouth become a vessel of grace and righteousness. Speak not with harshness, but with wisdom and compassion. Honor even in disagreement. Love even in challenge. Forgive quickly, for I have forgiven you much. Every time your heart breaks open and your soul cries out, I am not far off. I do not remain above the storm, watching without care. I am beside you, in the dust, in the shadows, in the silence where your tears fall freely and your breath trembles. I incline myself toward you, not as one who merely observes, but as your father who stoops low to cradle his child in his arms. I have not turned my eyes away from your pain, nor have I been deaf to your unspoken groanings. I have watched you walk through fire, and even there you did not curse my name. You have stood when your knees were weak. You have held on when the night felt endless. I remember those moments, not for judgment, but for delight, for in them your faith burned brighter than the flame that tried to consume you. I see what burdens you carry. I know how heavy they have become. You have fought battles that left invisible wounds, wounds no one around you could name, but I have seen them all. The weight that presses against your chest, the ache that lives beneath your smile, the fear that rises like floodwaters in your quiet moments, I know them intimately. And I do not leave you alone beneath them. I move in the silence to lift what crushes you. I make myself your strength when your own is gone. Whether I uproot the trial from before you or breathe fresh endurance into your spirit, I will not leave you empty-handed. You are never forsaken in the fight, not for a moment. You may not see the harvest yet, but I see your seed sown in faith. I watched you keep walking when despair whispered lies, when the world offered easier roads paved in compromise. You stayed the course. I went before you then, and I go before you still. I have preserved you from dangers you never had to name. I have touched your body with healing you did not realize you received. I have calmed storms before they reached your shores. And when you could not hear me, I stayed by your side, faithful to my covenant. You are mine. No shadow, no circumstance, no valley of weeping can separate you from my presence. When the weight of sorrow threatens to silence your song, I sing over you with songs of deliverance. In the valley, I remain your refuge. In the night, I am your steady light. Even when everything ahead looks unmovable, speak to me with the breath you still have. In confusion, call out, not because I have forgotten you, but because your voice invites my peace into the chaos. I will answer, not with wrath, but with tenderness. My response will not bring shame but healing. I am not the voice of condemnation, I am the God of mercy and truth. Stand firm in hope, not because you see clearly, but because I see for you. I build where others tear down. I plant where others dig up. When it all feels like rubble, I am already laying the foundation beneath your feet. You are not required to prove yourself worthy of my love. Stay near me. Let my presence be your anchor, the still place in the storm. My word is not fragile, it is fire in your bones and light for your path. Step forward now, not with trembling, but with the knowledge that I go before you, shaping the way. Let not yesterday's shadows weigh down your steps. The past no longer has the power to define your worth. Fix your eyes on me, not on what failed, not on what hurt, but on the one who never changes. I am your light, steadfast, unwavering. And my promises do not return void. Every word I have ever spoken is living, it breathes, it acts, it moves. Grit my truth like a sword. Bind it around your heart like a seal. Let it guard you, guide you, and keep you. You have not been abandoned. I am with you in the blaze of noon and in the stillness before dawn. Whether your heart is bowed low in sorrow or stretched thin by waiting, I remain faithful. My arms are wide, waiting to hold you, not in judgment, but in compassion. Let no lie rise louder than my voice. Let not even your own doubts override my truth. When the enemy accuses, when shame hisses through the cracks, when fear creeps in with subtle fingers, shut them out with my word. You do not belong to despair. You do not belong to failure. You belong to me. My hand holds you up, and I have not grown tired of your tears. I will never tire of you. Bring to me the burdens that rise again each morning. Lay them down not once, but again and again, for I never weary of carrying what is too much for you. I have not asked you to do this alone. You were made to walk with me, not ahead of me, not behind me, beside me. Even if the horizon remains hidden, I see beyond it. I know the way you cannot yet trace. And though you cannot yet understand why certain things unfolded the way they did, I understand your sorrow. I have sat with you in the still hours, when grief clung like mist and memories pierced without mercy. I was there when no one else saw. I caught every tear as it fell. Not one was wasted. And now I draw near again, not to correct, not to instruct, but to offer my shoulder. Lean into me. Let go of the mask of strength and let your soul breathe again. Let the weight slide from your back and into my hands, where it belongs. I have never grown weary of your process. The doubts you carry, I will dismantle them gently. The anxiety that robs you of rest, I will drive it out with perfect peace. I desire not only to lift you, but to transform what surrounds you through the power of my nearness. Your restlessness does not have to remain. The chaos inside you does not have to rule you. Let my peace wash over you like the waves of the sea, steady and sure. Those thoughts that torment you, that spiral and pull you downward, they are not your portion. Hand them to me. Worry adds nothing to your life, but takes much. But when you turn even a moment of your attention toward me, I pour into that moment grace upon grace, blessing upon blessing, rippling outward far beyond what your eyes can yet see. You do not have to silence your pain before you come to me. Do not close your heart before you speak. Let your groanings rise, and I will receive them. Tell me what shakes you, what wakes you in the night, what clenches your chest in dread. Tell me what grips your soul in silence. I am not repelled. I am not distant. I am not angry with your weakness. I am your maker. I am the one who knew you before your first breath, who formed you in secret, who set eternity in your heart. You are not unknown to me. I know what you long for even when your lips remain still. Your soul reaches for me like a branch to sunlight, and I respond. You are thirsty for my presence, for the living water that only I can give. And you have walked so long in thirst. No wonder the ache has deepened. No wonder the loneliness still whispers. Return to me. Let me saturate the dry places of your soul. Do not let your hands hang limp in fatigue or discouragement. Do not draw back from the path I have marked out for you with my own hand. What I have entrusted to you is not light or fleeting, it is sacred, and it carries the weight of my purpose. You are not permitted to retreat. The grace that now rests upon you is not ordinary. It is a mantle of favor that has been placed by heaven's authority. The victories you have seen so far are not the full measure of what I intend to bring forth. They are only the first drops of a much greater outpouring. Do not cut yourself off from those I have strategically placed in your journey, even those who stumbled or wounded you. My command remains, forgive, just as you have been forgiven. Let mercy rule over offense, and patience stand as a fortress against bitterness. I have not called you to vindicate yourself, but to walk in love that shields without striving and in peace that conquers without shouting. Nothing that you entrust to me will ever be wasted. Nothing surrendered to my will is lost. Be strong in heart and move forward, but do not give fear a throne. Let courage rise, not as a fleeting feeling, but as a posture of obedience rooted in trust. Walk with the wisdom that comes from above and refuse the invitations of the wicked, for I myself will open the gates no hand on earth can unlock. I will carry you with my righteous right hand and lead you into places of my choosing, places already soaked in provision and prepared for your arrival. Wherever your feet find ground, I have already gone before you. My presence is not fragile. My love does not flicker like the flame of men. It is not diminished by your doubts, nor shaken by your delays. I am the constant that steadies your every breath. Begin each morning not with worry, but with the deep knowing that I am closer than the air around you. Your heart, gentle and compassionate, reaches mine. Every act of love, no matter how small, is seen and multiplied. Every moment of kindness sown in silence is watered by my spirit and will bear fruit in due time. To those walking through the shadow of medical fear, whose hearts tremble at words spoken in sterile rooms, who silently carry the dread of diagnoses, hear me, I have not removed my nearness. My gaze has never turned away. I remain the final word over your health, your body, your breath. I have not relinquished my authority, and I am still the Lord who heals you. I am unchanging. I am not bound by time or confined by circumstance. The same power that rolled away the stone, that called Lazarus from the grave, that gave sight to the blind and strength to the paralyzed, still burns within my hand. My will is not for your destruction, but for your restoration. I will restore your flesh, and I will renew your soul. Let go of the torment that fear has tried to chain you with. Let my peace rise like a river and flood your heart with stillness. You will not be left wanting. My provision will overflow not only into your life, but into the life of your household. To the ones who have groaned under the long weight of lack, to the ones who have walked silently through nights stretched by fear and days marked by empty hands, I have seen. I have not turned away. The hour of release is drawing near. Like the sun rising after a night of shadows, your breakthrough is coming, not delayed, not denied. The stronghold of lack is beginning to fracture. The barriers that kept you waiting are being shattered. What once towered before you like a wall is crumbling beneath my decree. The atmosphere is shifting, not by human might, but by the breath of my spirit. I am orchestrating supply for you, not by accident or coincidence, but by deliberate intention. You will not remain stuck at the threshold of hope. The doors that once closed against you are now groaning open at the sound of my command. I am placing affirmation on the lips of those who once overlooked you. I am stirring the hearts of strangers to become allies. I am uncovering support hidden in places you could never have found alone. The answer you cried out for is no longer bound, it is on its way. Though your eyes have not yet seen it, your spirit must prepare to receive. Do not faint in the pressure. Do not let despair take root in the soil of your soul. My messengers have already gone ahead of you, preparing the ground, turning hearts, making the crooked path straight. You will stand in places that once seemed distant dreams. You will be called forth into places where once you felt invisible. My anointing rests upon your hands, and even tasks that drained you will now flow with ease, because I will breathe upon your labor with my grace. Every hidden prayer, every unseen act of trust, every tear you thought was unnoticed, I have collected. I have remembered. I have treasured every offering of faith sown in secret places. Your belief has not been in vain. You have not walked the valley alone. Even when silence wrapped itself around your prayers, I was there. Even when your strength waned and your resolve grew thin, my hand held you. I was the one lifting you, the one steadying your steps. And now I will cause blessing to pour, not for survival alone, but for overflow. From the abundance I place in your hands, others will be refreshed. From the storehouses I am opening, you will draw provision not just for your need, but for the needs of those I will bring to you. Within you, I have hidden treasures that no earthly currency can measure. Your laughter, your warmth, your quiet faith in the middle of storms, these shine with the radiance of my spirit. Even in your emptiness, you carried the spark that lifted another soul. Even in your brokenness, you offered healing in your gentleness, in your prayers, in your resolve to keep showing up. That is the reflection of my glory within you, not just through what you do, but through who you are when no one sees. You have carried my light through dark valleys, and you have not let it go out. I am present now, right here, in this breath. This is not just another day, it is one I have set apart. I have marked it for remembrance, not for the sorrows it holds, but for my unwavering faithfulness. I have drawn a boundary around your steps and declared, no harm shall cross it. I have spoken a command against every force that sought to derail you. Though enemies rise with fury and cunning, they will not prevail, for I am the one beside you, greater in power, deeper in wisdom, unmatched in authority. I am not far off. I am not indifferent. I have heard your groans. I have known your need. My heart moves toward you with relentless mercy. So bring your burdens here. Let them fall at my feet like stones from your shoulders. Let me bear the weight that has tried to crush your spirit. Let me speak stillness into the storm that has threatened your rest. My word is not a hollow sound. My promises are not fading echoes. They are alive, active, eternal. You have heard my voice before, and you will hear it again. I remain the same. I was with you in the beginning. I am with you now. And I will be with you in every moment that follows. I will never turn away from you, not in weakness, not in weariness, not when the battle feels too great to fight. My covenant does not shift with the seasons. My love holds when everything else is shaking. Let not bitterness take root in the soil of your soul, for it poisons slowly, draining the life I have breathed into you. Cast away the temptation to measure my promises by the ticking of earthly clocks. Delay is not denial, and waiting is not a wasteland. My timing is perfect, sculpted by wisdom eternal. When provision seems to withhold itself, plant your feet deeper in trust. When answers whisper instead of shout, clothe your heart in gratitude. Hell listens for murmurs of complaint, seeks the crack of fear in your resolve, waits for the flicker of despair, but let your lips release praise, let your spirit stand unwavering in the fire, and declare with every breath, my God is faithful. The darkness has no grip where thanksgiving rises like incense, no hold where trust is anchored deep. I dwell within the praises of my beloved, and where I dwell, safety is not a hope, it is a certainty. Keep the sanctuary of your heart untainted. Guard your inner world with vigilance. Let every thought be weighed by truth and every meditation bathed in holiness. Do not curse what my hands are still shaping. Even when your strength is drained and your spirit bows low, lift your gaze to me. I am the lifter of your head. My strength is made perfect in your frailty. My mercy does not hide when you fall, and my forgiveness is not rationed by your performance. Step close to me and find the water that cleanses. Leave behind the garments of guilt. Shake off the chains of shame. Beneath the covering of my blood, no accusation holds weight. No shadow from yesterday can outshine the redemption I have declared over you. Even now, this very moment, my hand is stretched out, working wonders on your behalf. I am silencing the venomous tongues that dared to speak against you. I am unraveling every lie wrapped around your identity. I am reaching into the shadows that tried to smother your light, and I am placing your feet on ground that cannot be shaken. No longer will you cower beneath the weight of condemnation. No longer will shame drag behind you like chains. I am wrapping you in the garments of rejoicing, clothing you in songs that rise like flames, songs the enemy cannot mute. Songs of liberty that stir the air, songs of unshakable hope that ripple through the night. The ashes once worn as sorrow's badge will be swept away, and in their place, I am placing a crown woven of radiance. Your soul will dance again. What once paralyzed you will become rhythm, movement, laughter, a melody of life reborn. Your fatigue is breaking. The long night is bending toward dawn. And though the winds may howl and trials may remain, you will rest in the fold of my presence. My promises are wrapped around you like a mantle. My love, stronger than the fiercest storm, surrounds you and will not let go. Though thousands collapse around you, though calamity strikes at your side, it shall not touch you. You are hidden in the shadow of my wing, sealed by the covenant of my blood. You wear my mark. You carry my favor. Though the enemy prowls, seeking an entry, he finds none. For you are guarded by my command and covered in my authority. My angels encamp around your dwelling, they bear you up with strength unseen. You shall not even strike your foot without my knowing. You have chosen to believe, to lift your eyes to my throne, and I will not turn away. My love drapes over you like dawn's first light, gentle yet unshakable, and nothing, no voice, no storm, no enemy, can strip this covering from you. My word endures. My promises do not expire. They are alive, living and breathing, carved into the tapestry of your destiny. Come to me each morning, not as ritual, but as the beginning of life itself. Drink deeply of my presence. Let my whisper be the first sound to reach your ears, the last note echoing as sleep finds you. I am not absent from your pain. I am not silent in your sorrow. I see what even you cannot express. I reach into the deepest chambers, where hurt still hides, and I speak peace into that stillness. The chains that fear fastened around your soul will melt in the blaze of my love. The storm within will quiet at the gentleness of my voice. I have never left you, not for a breath, not for a blink. Even when you thought you were alone, I stood beside you, my heart aching for your return, waiting for you to surrender your weight to me once more. When your soul thirsted for love and your heart reached into the void, I was already there. I heard the prayers you couldn't speak. I felt the ache behind your silence. And I answered, not with wrath, but with compassion. I strengthened you from within, reignited the flickering flame of faith, and began to unveil my kingdom all around you, a kingdom not of brick or mortar, but of spirit and glory. Even now, angels walk beside you. My hand carves paths through the wasteland. So take each step boldly, knowing I have appointed you to carry light into every shadow, peace into every storm. You are not shackled by yesterday's habits. You are not buried beneath your mistakes. I have rewritten your story with my own hand. And this story, your story, is one of triumph. You are not the forgotten, the abandoned, or the broken. You are not the one who remains fallen. You are the one I raised, the one I chose, the one I washed clean. Though you stumble, my grace meets you at every fall. If you rise, and I know you will, doors will open that no hand can close. I will walk before you, leveling every mountain. I will erase the record of your sin and silence every lie spoken in hell's tongue. Weapons formed against you will shatter at your feet. Voices that cursed your name will fall silent in the blaze of my glory. This moment is holy. I have spoken, and your spirit has heard. But I am not finished. I have more to give, more to unveil, more of myself to pour into your heart. Return to me tomorrow. I will be waiting, as I always have, as I always will.